Mindset, confident, and separation season is what we talked about on today's Monday Mastermind call. And I wanted to share with everyone here today because I think it's so important as we go into the last part of the year here to make a difference, right? To close strong in 2025 and to start 2026 off with a bang. You want to build that momentum. And we've been able to do that just starting in October when I sent out a video talking about how separation season starts October 1st, right? 2026 starts then because we're on a 60 to 90 day cycle. So today we talked about, now that we've gone through 2 months, all right, October, November, going into December, this is where a lot of people fall asleep. This is where a lot of agents start pumping the brakes and making excuses and have these limiting beliefs that no one wants to buy real estate in the month of December. And that's just not true. And the ones that really focus on the right activities in the month of December, we feel and know that they're going to have a great 2026 and it's going to pay off somewhere in that first quarter. So that's really what we have on here. Mindset, confidence, separation season was the topic, mastering principles to help agents raise their standards, take action, and separate themselves from the competition. So 5 key topics I'm going to talk about right now. So the first one is standards and goals, or standards versus goals, right? Like standards are, or I should say goals are the things that you want, right? I want to sell 30 homes. I want to lose weight. I want to do whatever that may be. I want. That's a goal. Standards are what you're actually going to do to achieve that goal, right? So you got to set those standards up. So maybe it's like, okay, I want to lose weight, so I need to do 30 minutes a day of exercise, right? Or I want to build my referral book of business, so I need to reach out to 5 clients every day, right? 5 people every day and get them into my database. Or for the people that are in my database, I need to connect with them, contact them, see how things are going. We're doing that in accountability right now and having a huge success with a lot of our agents that are doing that, contacting their agents, people they haven't talked, their clients, people they haven't talked to in sometimes 10 years. They're reaching out to them. People love hearing from them. And the discussion leads into, hey, I'm looking to put my house on the market next year. Or, hey, my son graduated from college. He's looking, can you help him? He's a first-time home buyer. So you guys get it, right? So raising your standards will automatically raise your results. All right, so that's number 1, standards and goals. Second one, love this one. Learning from leaders. Learning from leaders is another one, right? Like success leaves clues. You guys have heard that. It's a huge cliche out there. But model the habits, routine, and mindset of people ahead of you, right? People that have things that you like, hey, I'd like to be at that level someday, or I would like to be in shape and be fit like this person. These are the type of things that you learn from great leaders. And I picked up that from a great mentor of mine who said, Willie, if you want to learn from great leaders, you have to just ask them, right? Take them a coffee, go to lunch with them and ask them, knowing what you know now, Mr. Leader, or whoever that person may be, what would you do differently now if you were me in this business, right? And you'll be surprised at the things that they give you. And it's unbelievable, the knowledge. They want to give it to you, right? But no one approaches them because everyone feels like, well, that person's too busy. And, all these limiting beliefs start kicking in that they're not going to share with me or they're not going to meet with me. They will. Reach out to them and say, hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee? I have a couple things I'd love to run by you. I really respect what you've done in your business and would love to buy you a cup of coffee. They will love it. Trust me. So success leaves clues, learning from great leaders, number 2. Number 3, staying consistent. Consistent beats everyone, right? It's still the number 1 contender, the world champion is consistency. Consistency outweighs and always beats anything else. You can have positive affirmations, you can have a great attitude, a great mindset, but if you don't have consistency, it's not going to happen. So staying consistent, right, beats talent every time. Consistency beats talent. You can have the best people out there, but if they're not consistent in what they do, they're not going to be that great, right? But even if you're not that great, maybe someone's more talented than you are, but if you're consistent on doing the activities, the results will follow. So success comes from small, repeated actions, not big bursts, not these big, one-hit wonders. You want to be very consistent. So maybe it's doing 5 calls a day, 5 days a week. Well, that's 25 a week. That's 100 a month. That's 1,200 a year. You're going to sell a lot of real estate. Trust me, just on those 5 conversations you do a day. So that's just some examples there. So staying consistent, number 3. Number 4, another big one, or eliminating limiting beliefs, right? Replacing the stories that are going on in your mind that are holding you back. So important, right? Where you say, I'm not good with luxury homes, or I'm not good on listing appointments, or, my market is different, right? No one's buying a home right now. If you have that going on in your mind, you're going to be pumping the brakes. It's going to be holding you back. And limiting beliefs are like, it's either going to propel you, right? Launch you into your career, or it's going to be like an anchor that's going to keep you back. So making sure that you eliminate those limiting beliefs is so important. So challenge the belief. Is what I'm saying true? Like, is the market really bad? Why is all these other agents selling, homes and work with buyers and work with sellers? So yeah, it must not be true, right? Can I not do luxury? Why not? Why not me, right? You got to ask yourself that question. Why not me? I have all the information, I have all the talent. Yeah, maybe you haven't sold luxury yet, but you got to start somewhere, right? So fake it till you make it type of thing, but get the information out there, be consistent and get it out there. But really, adopt a stronger one, a belief that you can really go with. Like, I am a great agent. I do sell luxury homes. I can handle that. My market is great, right? Look at all these other sales that are going on. So again, it's all mindset. But again, eliminating those limiting beliefs is a key to success going into the new year. And then the last one, and this is a big one that I learned from Tony Robbins years ago. I still call him Anthony Robbins. Taking massive action. Right? And action is definitely better than knowledge. You can have all the knowledge you want, right? I know people have their MBA and they have their, their all these designations across their real estate name, but they sell 4 houses a year, right? Nothing wrong with that. But my point is that when you take massive action, and that's usually what they're not doing, is taking those actions because they have the limiting beliefs. But when you take massive action, just say, you know what, I got to turn my business around. I got to have a great 2026. 2025 wasn't really where I wanted to be. You have to write that goal, what you want to do, set those standards, like I said in example number 1, and then you got to take massive action, right? Consistent massive action where you're going to every day make those phone calls, make those dials, get those postcards out. Don't just send a postcard campaign, right? That's that one-hit wonder analogy. Do postcards over 12 months, right? Put that budget in place that you can make that happen. So that's just some information there. Oh, here's another one. Imperfect action always beats perfect inaction. So what does that mean? I always tell people, people say, I'm not really that great on video. Well, if you keep saying that, then you're not going to be great, right? But you don't need to be great. You just need to do it, right? And I would rather have a crappy video of you versus a perfect one, right? Or worse yet, a non-video that you do, right? So I always say my crappy videos do better than your non-video. So I'm going to put those crappy videos all day long. But as you keep doing the videos, you get better and better and better, right? And that's been proof of a lot of our top agents here. We joke about it, but we go back to their original videos that they did 5, 7, whatever years ago. And it's a night and day difference because the more you do videos, right? The more you make phone calls, the more you, door knock, it all works, right? It doesn't matter. The more you do something and more consistent you are, the easier it is and the better you become. So taking massive actions. So that's really the separation season for mindset, right? Well, let me just recap this. So we have standards versus goals, number 1, learning from great leaders, number 2, staying consistent, number 3, limiting beliefs, number 4, and taking massive action, number 5. In separation season mindset, while others slow down, top producers speed up. Right? So ask yourself, do you want to be a average producer or do you want to be a top producer going into the new year? This is where leaders gain market share. Okay. So I hope you like that information. Scroll down below, leave a comment, and let's go get them this week.